gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. Feel like.
Oh, I love that for us.
I'm just like dancing. Like
I know, I was like getting caught up because I love this song so much. I've been dancing the whole time.
I'm a terrible vulgar, but I was in my room living my life. Like
I was living your life. I was feeling that energy all the way over here, so I fucked with that part. But hello, everybody. It's your fancy, lovely ladies here from Sexually Speaking. We have Miss D and, of course, Miss J here. If you know me from anywhere else, and I know you know me as Giselle, do not do that on this page, on this show. You're going to call me Miss J, respectively. I still love you, though. But Miss D, introduce yourself.
I am Miss D. You can find me across all social medias by Miss DX. That is MZ. That's, kind of spice it up a little bit. MZDDX. I am also another host here at Lord, I was about to say my cookout.
You can talk about that too. I missed it, unfortunately, but I heard it was lit.
I know. I just had my lunch last Wednesday. It was fantastic. We had a little hiccup. We weren't in our private lounge. We had to use the bar space downstairs, but it actually was a good vibe. I had an awesome turnout. So many new people, so many recoming people, and I love the munch. We're trying to, venture out and maybe do another location. Maybe, but it was a great time. So yes, my name is Dee. I am a brat, polyamorous, queer woman here, and I'm ready to start talking about some lingo. What about you, Miss J? Tell me about you.
I'm excited. I am excited. Hello, everybody. Of course, as Ms. D said, we're going to talk about lifestyle lingo today. But just to do introduction of me again, I'm pretty sure a lot of you know from me. Being a gamer on here, on Twitch, on a lot of other things. I'm everywhere. If Ms. D's there, usually I am there in spirit. So if anything, you can find me on all social medias. If you're pertaining to anything fetish, kink, or anything in between, that's going to be Obey Miss J on all platforms. Find me, I'll be there. Anything a little more family friendly is going to be Ms. Giselle, which we'll get into that a little later. I'm excited to talk about this.
Family friendly. Don't look up the family. No. Just keep it over here.
My family's literally on it, and I know they're tired of why is my child/grandchild, whoever, auntie, uncle, looking at why is she showing her titties? And I'm like, because this is me. You can't change me. And I love it.
I created separate platforms for the lifestyle because I just didn't feel comfortable giving people my Instagram.
Exactly.
But my family knows. I know a lot of people live the lifestyle when they can or very secretly, and I really don't.
Yeah. I think that was the same thing. I was always open about it. My family was especially, you have those individuals who think they're part of the community and they're like, I know how to be kinky. I know how to do this. And I'm like, oh my God, I love that shit too. Let's talk about it. And then you hear and you're like,
and then you hear the story.
You just see that's kinky. Okay. That's cool.
Oh my gosh. I have a tell. It only works with men though. When I'm talking to a new guy, right? And they say oh yeah, I'm a freak. Sir, no, you're not. The word freak in my mind is bare minimum, basic level, basic shit. So I feel I look for certain words. That's why I was so excited to do this episode about lingo, about the lifestyle lingo, because certain words trigger you. If I approach somebody and we're talking, we're having a great conversation, and then they say something like a word like kink or fetish or, you know, my partner, like it's just certain words, you know, it just like makes me perk up like, oh.
Yeah, your ears. Like I'm like, hello. I would love to talk about this.
I want to talk about this.
And honestly, I think that's what I do. I pepper in conversations to kind of like see if anybody else's ears will perk up when I talk. I'm like, yes, I do love corset play. Anybody else? Like, are we?
Anybody?
And you're like, I love. It's like Shabari.
Girl, I shake up the room. Like I'm like, people will be talking like, oh, I love this. I like a little choke. I like to strap up and fuck niggas in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to shake it up like on purpose.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I think that's what's also important because I feel like a lot of the lingo really does get muddled, unfortunately. Even for me, like you said, I am somebody who started in kink where we didn't have a lot of terminologies yet. We didn't have a lot of this stuff. So like, I think we discussed the last episode where I kind of like, yeah, this is what we said back then, but I know that's not passing now. Like we cannot say that, even though it was respectful for the disrespect things we were doing, but it was respectful term of endearment, but now you can't. And I understand that and respect that.
And that's just honestly, just language as a whole, you know, language is always changing. It's always evolving. We're always going to get new terms, you know, that is progressive. We want that. We want that in all communities, not just here in the lifestyle. So I think it's a great thing. Doing some research for this episode, I learned some new terms that I've never even heard of. And I was like, oh, wow, we got to talk about that.
Because I think you taught me dragon. That was an interesting one.
Dragon. Okay,
I was like, oh. Very interesting.
Let's start off very light. We're going to start off very light. We're going to talk about some like basic kind of terms you might already know. We're just going to clarify, and we're just going to start off with vanilla.
Well, if I may, for anybody who's watching and tuning in right now, does anybody have any words that they're interested in knowing or have any questions about anything? Feel free to let us know, ask us, do in the chat. We don't shame. This is a safe space, right? We're not going to tell anybody nothing. Hello, how are you doing? We're not going to shame nobody. We're going to have an open dialogue for everybody and have that. So if you have any questions, please do so. Or have any words you want us to talk about, let's see what we can do.
Yes, drop whatever words, terms, anything kink, fetish, BDSM related, lifestyle related, drop it in the chat so we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But I want to talk about vanilla right now.
Yeah, we're going to definitely please start with that. So
I feel like that's just like a word across the board, across the lifestyle, no matter whether you're poly, swinging, in a club, BDS, it doesn't matter. Vanilla, everybody uses vanilla. Vanilla can be used in so many different ways, but it's basically just like somebody that's regular. Honestly, it's somebody that's not into the lifestyle, not into the kink lifestyle or fetishes. They just, you know, it's just like some regular, normal situations. They don't want none of the extra things. So sometimes I address my munch as vanilla because my munch is a safe space. It is for kink. It is for lifestyle people, but it is a vanilla space. So we're at a bar. So when I say vanilla space, we're not dressing in bondage. Nobody's nips is showing. There's no play happening. There's no intercourse. There's nothing. It's a vanilla space. We are in public. So it means regular. To me, that's my definition. How would you say vanilla is to you?
I would say it's pretty much being incognito. Like we're just, you know, kinky people, you know, living in the world and trying to be around other people to make them comfortable and ourselves safe. Right. Okay. Because we don't want, I know, like for me, like I said, you know what I'm into, you know, a lot of things that can be a little crazy for certain people being uncomfortable, and I'm not fighting nobody in the middle of Philly. So I think it's pretty much the same thing too. It's just like, it's an opportunity or a person who is not into these things, but also can be respectful of things that they're not into. So like if they're going to a munch for the first time, maybe they're curious. It could be a curiosity thing. so they can kind of get used to that and make that decision of like, yeah, I'm not into it, and be like, oh, that's cool,
And I
have some
also
chicken
want to
wings.
say, I love that you said that because I have some vanilla friends that come to my munch. They are
Yeah.
not a part of lifestyle. They just love and support me, and they love the vibe and the atmosphere of the munch. And they make it very clear when they're conversating with people there, like, oh, I am vanilla. Like, I was like
Yeah.
trying to school them, like, let people know, like, you're not a part of the lifestyle, that you are vanilla, and that's their decision if they want to, like, seek and dive in more. But yeah, like,
Exactly.
my friends at my munch, I have a few vanilla friends, and they still come out and they have a good time. So I feel like there's a lot of things that could fall under umbrella brat versus lady. Somebody put in the chat.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
I'm about to see that. That is a good one because I'm a brat. Well, I think we're both brats. I'm a primal brat though, so we're a little vicious. I don't care. We rule the world. I don't know. Fight me if you know me. Fight me. But I definitely want to get into that discussion in a moment. But or unless you want to tag it now, Ms. D.
No, I want to okay. So we talked about vanilla. I feel like that was a good way to start. I feel like we should also kind of. I feel like another word that's very popular that we hear a lot is play. Play is something that we hear all the time across, especially in BDSM, especially at swingers clubs. People might approach you and like, hey, do you want to play? It sounds very sinister. Like, hey, you want to play?
Play? I do say that. I'm like, let's play.
Let's play. So to me, honestly, and these are definitely just like our opinions. We are like definitely looking up definitions. But when I first like entered the lifestyle and somebody said the word play to me, I assumed that it was just like a cover-up word because people don't want to say like, hey, let's fuck.
Yeah.
They want to be like, it just sounds so much nicer. It's just like a squeaky clean way to be like, oh, you wanna play? You want to go over here and play? So play is like you interacting with another person. Sometimes you can have play with somebody and it's not intercourse. Maybe it's just like a lot of heavy petting, touching, kissing, all those things. But normally it is intercourse. Usually when somebody comes up to you, you're at a spot and they say something about playing, girl, they want to fuck you. Sir, she want they whatever, they want to take you down. Yeah, but how would you describe play, Miss J?
Play. I definitely think it's if we could say trigger words for these things. Give me 1 second. So for me, I would definitely say it's a trigger word when it comes to kind of trying to feel somebody out. When you say like it's play, usually people in the world, they know what that means. It's definitely like a trigger word for that. Play again is also like to me, it's an enticing word. It's also it's an umbrella term for many different types of play because that triggers the conversation of saying like, now let's discuss terms. Let's discuss what is the words I'm looking for? Hard kinks, hard nose, yes nose, red light. Everybody has their different function. Everybody has their own little lingo to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, mine is just yes and no's. I don't have any maybes. So.
And I want to read like, just a little bit of like credible websites, like actual definition of play. It says it simply means someone you play with. By play, it typically means you are engaging with somebody in a scene. And that's kind of like segue to the next word, which is scene. Because I was in the lifestyle for a very long time and I didn't know the word scene for a while, I feel like I did not know that word for a long time and I don't know why.
For me personally, that word, I don't feel like. So the only time I ever used scene was when I was discussing contracts with submissives. So like, what is your idea scenes? So I feel again, like it's another trigger word to usually honestly, again, it kind of lets you know that this person knows what they're doing, at least the idea at this part that they're like, hey, I want to start a scene or I have an idea for a scene. And then what they'll do is that they'll have an idea of how to move forward from that. Right. Because there can be different types of scenes, right? There can be playful scenes. There can be just what is the word I'm looking for? Non-romantic, non-sexual, non-nothing. Because mind you, not everything in the community is sexual.
Right.
Some of it is just emotional. Some of it's just connection. Some of them is just to, build a bond better.
Right.
And for safety and parameters. That's the word I'm looking for.
Exactly.
To set
So
up their
I
parameters.
definitely I agree with you there. I feel like scene is definitely used more towards BDSM.
Mhm.
And it is more like I feel like the word scene kind of comes after like a negotiation kind of with those
Mhm.
people, whether they're dom submissive, submissive, whatever the situation is. It's kind of
Mhm.
like a negotiation, what you like, what you don't like, you kind of talk it out, and then you have a scene together. Some people like rather that's just like them getting flogged, or maybe
Mhm.
they are playing, but it's just like beforehand you're kind of talking about what you should be talking about no matter what, I feel like
Exactly.
across the board. But yeah, that was a word that I definitely like learned later on.
Mhm.
And I do now I only hear people use it like that are hardcore into BDSM.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Like I said, even somebody as myself who's into it a lot, I would say it's more of just like I don't want to say regular lifestyle. I'm not as heavy as I want to be in it in the lifestyle
Mhm.
at this time, but I feel like again, it's a very much a word. I know if I'm having a conversation, if they know what that means, I trust them.
Mhm.
I know that I can continue a conversation with them.
Exactly. Like words matter. I know
Yes,
if
they
you
do.
know just like certain terms, certain things, I don't know. It's just like a thing in my brain. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Mhm.
It is like a layer of trust there. Like, oh, you
Mhm.
actually know like what you're talking about.
Exactly. All right.
And that
So
brings
what is
comfort to anybody.
let's see here. I'm trying to figure out the next step. So what do you I think you froze love. Oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm not frozen.
Oh, okay. I got
I
scared. I thought because my
just
computer's
like
being wonky right now.
hit that pose right there. Boom.
Yeah. Actually, wait a minute. I just screenshot this. That look fabulous.
Stop.
This pink background is eating
The
me.
pink background is crazy. I
I love
wish I had my gray background. I'm kind of upset that I'm back to this like
it.
black
That's right,
thing.
but we're together. Look at us. Our colors. Our colors.
Listen,
Our
let me tell you guys
colors.
right now. I'm gonna describe, even though we're live, people can see us visually, but we also are recording for Spotify. So I'm gonna like
Hmm.
be very descriptive. Uh, Miss J here was posting all of this beautiful content online, right? And she was in her mother dragon, like horns, face was
Yeah.
being red, fiery. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh God,
Hmm.
House of the Dragons. Season finale is
Yes.
tonight. Your girl is a Game of Thrones girly. And I was like, oh,
Same.
I'm gonna match Miss J. I'm coming with my
Yup.
Cisco House of the Dragon. I'm giving the black version, House Valerian. That's
I
that's what
love
I'm
it.
giving.
I love it. We need to get
That's
you a
what I'm
dragon
giving
girl.
right now. And you are giving very princess, puff princess,
Yeah.
you look
Yes.
like a unicorn.
I know.
Another
Oh
word
my
here.
gosh.
You look
Yes.
like just like the cutest unicorn.
Hey, oh my god, thank you so much. I need to invest in more props. Like I think I need to get a unicorn horn. I think I need to. I'm gonna be
Hilarious.
fucking magical. I should wear my wings, but I don't feel like it. But anyway, yeah, thank you. But yeah, no, like you look fabulous as always.
Appreciate it.
Fucking amazing, definitely. But
But yeah, unicorns,
yeah,
we love them.
we do.
And the definition for unicorns would definitely be a bisexual woman in a lifestyle, a
Single.
single bisexual woman. Uh-huh. Couples are usually on a hunt for unicorns. Rather, they're trying to seek a third or just like a play partner.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people know that term. Like unicorns is pretty
I
like
know.
out there. I feel like it's very worldly. I don't think it's a term that's hidden in the lifestyle like some of the other things we're gonna dive into later tonight. But one thing I just learned, speaking of House of the Dragon, is the
Uh-huh.
opposite of a unicorn is a dragon.
Dragon.
A dragon. So a dragon is a male version of a unicorn. He is a male bisexual, and he is
Hmm.
looking for couples, and couples are looking for him.
We love you both. We love
And
unicorns and
we
dragons.
love
We love
unicorns
all of
and
y'all.
dragons. I mean, listen. Did I tell the story about me signing up for Grindr last week?
No, tell me if you want
Girl,
to talk about it right now.
girl.
We can talk
Okay,
about it extra content later, but
we're talking about while we're talking about dragons. I feel like that's on the topic. So I seen like this TikTok, right? And the girl was just like, "Oh, like, do you like bi guys?" I was like, "Oh, you're talking to me? Me? Yes,
yeah,
yeah, I do." And she was like, "You should sign up for Grindr. Like, present as a
yeah,
woman. You're a woman, and no catfishing here. We don't do that."
yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's that. Be honest.
and yeah, right. And you should sign up, and like you'll find guys that are bisexual on Grindr, and they'll like hit you up. I was like, "That is genius." So my dumbass downloaded Grindr, and I live, in the hood a little bit. And I feel like when I like walk to the store or something, I feel like I'm just getting like DL trade staring at me because why did I post a real picture of myself like in the current orange hair? And now I feel like I'm like walking around and I just feel like all these like DL guys like I feel like the looks. I
It's a
feel the look.
trap.
I can feel it. I can feel it. I was like, oh, I need to delete this app.
Yep, 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 yep.
I love the dragons, but maybe I need to meet
Yeah.
the dragons a different way.
Exactly. I think that's one downfall when it comes to the app situation. Like, my only dating app I use is going to be Facebook dating because I like the fact I get to see everybody on there. It's to be fair, it's trash, but
Dating is ghetto.
it is. But I think what gets me, but I like it for a reason. Maybe I like complaining. Maybe I like my life difficult. I don't know. But I go on there and I always get nervous because sometimes it'll be like I match with someone or they'll say something wild as shit in their profile. And then I see them like in real life or something. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything, but I don't need you around me. Like, I don't want to be looked at. Don't look at me. Or they'll be like, what's up, mommy? I know you like that shit. I'm like, bro. We're not on Facebook dating right now. I don't even know you and you didn't match with me. So chill.
Facebook dating just seems like way too much like POF. Do you remember POF back in the day?
Yeah. First of all, POF, that's where I got my sugar daddies at. I can't be mad. My sugar daddies were running on that.
I met somebody off of POF.
Yeah.
I met a few people off POF. I feel like that was like the start of like trash dating websites.
No, OkCupid, because OkCupid made you feel like you were going to be in love because they had all the ranking systems. They had all that shit.
Yeah. I love OkCupid because it's very poly friendly. You can like put all like your poly terms and your like triad and all the things. So I like that part of OkCupid. But yeah,
no, ghetto.
Very ghetto.
But I like drama.
I want to play a game though.
Let's play a game.
Maybe like we can get some engagement here in the comments. We have Dior in the comments. We have Talisha in the comments. We have Pedro in the comments. We have Jose in the comments. Like, so we need some engagement with y'all. We need y'all to tune in. Okay.
Yes.
So
it's gonna be juicy.
We're gonna play a game of guess what the host is into. Maybe is that what's going on?
It's like it's gonna be like a game of match. We're gonna say a term. And probably the definition if people don't know what it is. Yeah. And you're going to see who's into it.
Because it will be one of us.
Me or Miss D.
Or both of us.
Yeah. So yeah, just say JD or both. And that's how we're voting.
Right.
But that's gonna be hilarious.
So like, how about edging? Edging. Who do you think is into edging? How do you feel about edging, Miss J?
I like it, but the brat in me does not. I will punch somebody.
Ooh, okay, so what about like you edging someone else?
Yes, I love it.
Oh, okay.
I'll spoil the shit.
Okay, so I like to watch my partner edge themselves.
Yes.
I do like to be edged. Like you can do that to me a little bit. Like a little bit. Like if we're already like to a certain point.
Yeah.
So yeah. So it is both. It is both of us.
Both.
Dior said both.
Very good. Got it.
Okay. How about breeding? Do you have a breeding kink?
Fuck yeah. And I got no kids, so hey, I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I'm shimmying for you, even though I got kids. Like,
yeah, no. It's obviously, one of those jokes.
I mean, obviously, I have kids, so I like breeding, right?
Yeah. We love that for you. But I think breeding kink is such a great thing. I love the but I know that's like in the community a little like not taboo, but it's like, are you really into breeding kink if you've never been pregnant? I'm like, bro, shut up. I'm here for a fun time, not to be
No,
stuck with you for the rest
okay,
of my
so I
life.
don't agree with that part in the
I
community.
know.
I don't agree. I feel like you can have a breeding king and never be pregnant.
Yeah.
Like it's just the thought, it's just the idea. Like me and my partner used to do that. Like I
Mhm.
would be like, oh my God, like tell me you're about to come with me. Like just tell me. Like, oh I it would send
Exactly.
me. It would send
Wait,
me.
I'm trying to find, here we go. This is my favorite meme I always send to people I'm talking to. Give me
Oh
one
my
second.
gosh. I'm here
I
for it.
fucking
Let's
love
see.
it. It's
Let's see what
adorable. It's
it is.
fucking adorable. You guys are gonna love it.
Is
You're
it
gonna
breeding related?
Yes, of course it is. There we go. Please breed. No pregnant. Only breed.
Only breed. No, I agree. Only only
Only breed. We
breed.
didn't ask for anything
I
else.
don't want pregnancy. I don't want to
No,
be. But like, let's
no
play.
pregnant.
Let's
Just
let's
breed.
play. Let's
Yeah,
play.
yeah. Hype me up about it. Hype me up about it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put these babies in you. And then I'm like, yes. And I'm like,
Absolutely.
but you better fucking not.
But you better fucking not because
You better
we're,
fucking not. We're gonna have
and
problems
give me some cash for a plan B, please. Immediately. Immediately.
immediately.
All right. So
No, plan B is already
let's do
there.
like two more.
Okay.
So do you have
Yeah,
one? Do
Jose
you have
got
one? Do you have one? Do you have one?
that. CNC.
Ooh. Ooh.
CNC. If anybody needs to, that's consensual, non-consensual.
Yeah,
You
we're
know,
gonna
I feel like we're both on all of these. I think we're doing terrible because we're both everything. But CNC, of course, is consensual, non-consensual.
yeah.
It's called other things and allotted to other things. We're not going to say that on here because we're not getting
Mhm.
banned. But do your research. We could always talk about it
Yeah.
privately, DM, whatever. But yeah, I love that shit.
We're
But I like
we're not gonna
fighting.
go too much into it because we're definitely gonna talk about that. That is
Yeah, yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
lingo breakdown there.
Of
Okay, but
course.
CNC.
Perf. Yep. I say both.
Kinda.
I love that shit.
Okay, but let me tell a quick story.
Yeah.
Of course, like no names. Like I have
Mhm.
this ex, and they were totally in the CNC. Like they loved it, and they like told me, and like another partner that they wanted to be kidnapped. Like they wanted us to get chlorophyll, whatever that shit is, to put
Yep,
over their
yep, yep.
drug them, like throw them in the back of the van. They want to be kidnapped, like and like call us, like we want to talk about it, negotiate it
Yeah.
beforehand, but they don't want to know like the day it happens.
Of
And I was
course.
like, wait, what? I kind
Yeah.
of like this, but wait, what?
There's actually, so there is a community. I'm not going to say where it's at, but I'm pretty sure everybody will find it one day if they're into it. But
Mhm.
there's a community. We're online. We talk about it, and what it'll do is be a woman usually post what she's into, where she's going to be a location, and like for example, it'll be like, okay, I work until midnight. This location, there's a park. I'll walk there 3 times at this exact time. Find me around that time.
And she just
And
random strangers at a park.
yeah. Well,
I would
well. Here's
so
the thing.
watch
It's
that.
not just random though. It'll be like you have to vet them. You have to vet them
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
first.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like everybody, you're like, hey, I'm into this scene. I'm into this scene. This is what I want. They don't go into full detail until you DM them and they vet you and they talk to you. Okay, how long have you done this? Have you done this before? Is this your first time? What's going on? What makes
Yeah.
you into it? Make sure they're not psychopaths because we want to live to do this again. You know what I
Right,
mean? We
right.
don't want to, and of course, we always let somebody know. We always have a friend, a kinky friend to help, just in
Always,
case.
always.
Always.
That's
And
so
it
interesting.
was,
I don't know if I would participate, but I would really love to watch that. Like
it's great.
the
It's great.
voyeur in me, like is screaming right now. Like I
Yep,
would
yep, yep, yep.
love to see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
one.
great.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
So
I love
let's
it.
go into some like edgier,
Mm.
things. We started out kind of like real vanilla,
But no,
and I feel like we should spice it up a little bit. And I want to
spice it
talk
up a
about
little
something
bit.
that Miss J kind of knows about more than I, and
What?
that would be collaring.
Say it again. Oh, collars. Yes. Yes,
Collaring.
yes, yes. Okay, okay. I'm very passionate about this. Okay.
Hmm.
Um, as you see right now, people would say like this is a collar. It's not. It's a choker. These are basic things that we usually like accessories, something nice. Certain people kind of flip the wording, right? Because it's a comfort level. Maybe that's just something in their area that's, more terminology for them. But basic things like this usually kind of symbolizes that girls like to be either choked or they're into that, or it's a fashion statement. So don't get that confused. Communicate first.
It's definitely a fashion statement for sure.
Exactly. If you remember the one I had last time with the big red, the big thicker one, usually symbolizes people would get something similar to that. That's still very fashion because I bought it for myself. A collar is more of like not a spiritual thing. I say it's akin to like marriage or commitment to a person.
I agree.
So I personally, I know because like a lot of people will compliment it and like, oh, I love your choker, your collar. And I'm like, I am not collared. I am not collared. I am not connected to anyone. I am not, I am free as a bird.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls in the lifestyle just think that it's something super cute because it is. It's very cute, to put a little collar on, but there is some real heavy meaning to that.
Exactly.
I fortunately was blessed enough to be invited to somebody's collar ceremony, and when I tell you, it was beautiful. It was like literally almost like a wedding ceremony. Like the type of commitment. They're like saying vows to each other, people around them that like love and support them, of course, lifestyle. But it was so nice that it was truly like this level of commitment that the dom and sub are both committing to each other. And like he placed his collar on her neck, and it was just very beautiful, and just like the meaning was so strong. So I think sometimes like, it's cute to wear a collar, like regular vanilla lifestyle. It's also very cute, very fun, sexy in the scene, in the lifestyle to wear a collar. But sometimes people forget like the real meaning. Sometimes when you see people with those on, like that they are really protected from somebody of course, with somebody. And I just like think sometimes people don't know that part of it.
Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of like one thing I'm happy like we're doing our show so we can like really go into this with people, because usually when we talk about kink or anything like that, they associate it with just being sexual. There is so much complexity to the lifestyle.
So
it makes me like so hurt, because I'm just like, as somebody who found the lifestyle in a time of need and the beauty of it all, you know what I mean? The beauty of it all. Collar is a situation. My first like connection wasn't even a collar. It was actually a bracelet. So it could be different items. Yeah.
It could be a collar, a bracelet, an anklet. I've seen girls have anklets.
It could be a piercing. It could be so many different things.
Yes.
But there's also steps to it. Yep.
And waist beads are a huge thing as well. Like waist beads are a huge thing. Like in the lifestyle and the meanings like behind them. And everybody has like their own different thing. But yeah, I just don't want that to be forgotten, and just like think it's just like this cute thing like I have on like on my neck. Like I have a cute like collar that I just like wear for fun. Like I just think it's cute. I'm not collared by anybody. I probably won't ever be collared by anybody because like that's just like not my thing. I'm a girl here on the scene and I'm wearing a collar for looks. But that's like why it's important to like, have these conversations when you meet people in the lifestyle and like really dive in. Sometimes I feel like people are just so focused on sex, just like you said, and don't realize like the layers that it can be. Because it is hurtful. I do agree. Yeah, I agree with you. It is hurtful. Like sometimes, like when I ask people, like I personally only date people in the lifestyle. My first thing is always asking people are they in the lifestyle. When they find what I am, it's just like I feel like I'm very sexualized. Like oh, like you want to bring it, like is that true? Like sure, I guess, but like. Not really. Like I'm kind of a picky ass bitch. Like I'm not. It's not like a willy-nilly like free fall. You know what I'm saying?
I try to explain that to so many people, especially like I feel like our connection, right? So like not only are we in the community, right? We're also individuals that are in open or poly relationships. We're also into these other things. So it's like a fetishism. Like it's just they fetishize all that, right? To be like, oh, that's everything I want. And I'm like. You do realize that doesn't mean you just get to stick your dick everywhere or just use me. Like I like free use. I don't know if we're going to use that, but free use, like I'm into that. Doesn't mean you could just violate me anytime you want. There's a communication. There's
Yes.
there's a intimate and understanding of each other.
Mhm.
Especially like when it comes to just having that realization when you're conversating and you're new to the lifestyle and you're saying like, hey, I'm into ABCD, and you have someone who is not knowledgeable, it can be very dangerous. So
It
communicate,
can be
don't be
so
shy.
dangerous. It's so hard sometimes. Like I said, my preference is to date in the lifestyle.
Hmm.
And sometimes you're gonna meet somebody in the lifestyle that really is not in the lifestyle, you know?
Oh yeah.
And it is just so hard. Because they just feel like, oh no, I'm cool. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm with the things.
I
Like,
smack some ass, it's totally fine, bro.
like
That's not this is about.
right. And especially like regarding me, like as a polyamorous woman,
Yeah.
as a queer woman, I love women. I date women, obviously sleep with
Mhm.
women, but me dating women is like it comes at a very slow pace compared to me
Mhm.
dating men. You know, dating men is just they're just easy, right?
No,
So
exactly.
it's a thing like when I meet guys and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm polyamorous and I'm queer. Their automatic go to is just like, oh, you
Yeah.
just like love all these women. I'm like, yeah, I do love all these women, but I'm talking to men too. I'm going out on a date tomorrow. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I want you to. I'm going to leave them and then talk to you. Like so
Mhm.
it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a
It
lot of
is.
fraudulent people out there.
Yeah.
It's
But
okay.
it's a journey. Make your connections. And
Yes,
also, if
absolutely.
you feel uncomfortable at any point in time, try to find somebody in the environment that you're in, especially whoever is usually older in the group. Not saying they're always the wisest, but always try to find somebody that,
Yeah.
trust me, my people should have not been trying to train my ass because they were not doing nothing besides trying to sleep with me. And I was like, I don't think this is how this is supposed to go. I hate being a baby kink. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck,
I
baby
definitely
kinkster. I
feel
was
like
just like,
making like lifestyle friends are very important. And
yeah,
I mean making lifestyle friends that you also are not fucking.
yeah,
I think that needs to be said because I think
yeah.
sometimes, people in
Hmm.
the lifestyle just assume like if you're friends, if you're friendly, that like it's gonna like lead to something, and that is
Yeah,
not always the case. Like,
that's not.
yeah,
We're
I just
yeah,
recently had a situation like that happen, but I would like to get into some more lingo.
yeah, let's go.
Let's
We're gonna
go.
chat up next time because I need to know
I
about
know,
these more
right?
words.
I know we have so many things. Okay, so we did coloring. I feel like we like tapped on breeding a little bit, so I'm not gonna
Okay.
like go back on that. Um,
Okay. I'm
and
just looking at it over.
so, but I do want to talk about sounding. Do you know what that is?
Say it again.
Sounding.
No. What is that?
Okay, so sounding is something that I found maybe like a year ago. And like
Okay.
not gonna lie, I feel like I've seen videos on it like way, 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 way before. But like I just kind of like just passed it. And then I just like seen this video maybe a year ago, year and a half ago. I don't know. So basically, it's these metal rods. They are all different sizes.
Okay.
Um, you can get some that are, I mean, baby, like super pencil thin, right? Super, super thin,
Okay.
and they get bigger, wider, wider. So you usually buy a case, and it just has a range of different gauges, like you gauge your
Okay.
ears, right? So
Ooh.
what sounding is you take that metal rod and you stick it into a male's pee hole, and I like that. I really
That's
like.
interesting.
Yeah, like so
That's
you it's like
interesting.
gauging your ears. Like it's like you're gonna start out low. You're gonna start out like very like
So
I
it
mean
enhances, it enlarges the hole then.
yeah. Yeah. Like it but like just like
No.
our
Yeah.
vagina can be
Yeah.
stretched and it
Oh
retracts.
no,
Like
no, definitely.
it's definitely gonna retract. Like,
I ain't
it's
gonna
the
lie. I
same
feel
thing.
like
But yeah,
I was
I'm
about to
when I
say
say
something nasty.
I'm on a hunt for a sounding man, who
I want
please
to watch it. So let me know the
somebody,
next time.
somebody let me live out my fantasy. I just want to stick rods up your neck. I
I'm
just want
definitely
to stick
putting this on a clip. I'm gonna put this on a
rods.
clip and make sure it's like Miss D is looking for somebody for sounding. Get
Fucking
at her. She's into that shit.
looking. Please.
Miss
Like,
J wants to watch.
yeah,
So let me see something here. Something I was actually interested in, if we could talk about
please.
cell
Let's do it.
popping. Cell
Oh,
popping.
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
So this is the definition I found out about, and it says a form of body modification, also referred to as microbranding, which involves using a red hot needle or poker to make a series of dots on the skin. So pretty much it's kind of like a branding. It could also be, that's what we would have called it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. So it sounds similar to that. I was interested in that actually. So I don't know how I feel about like all those needle pricks on me, but you know, I'll try everything. But
listen, your girl
sounds,
your girl doesn't want to be branded.
No. Me, ma'am.
You want to be branded?
No. So it's the animal. It's the primal. How you doing, loves? So for me, I personally like claws, like anything nails, right? So like if we're in the middle of something and you're clawing me, I'm going ham. Okay. So that usually leaves marks. Sometimes depending, because my partners used to go deep. Like,
do you like the claw glove, like the Black Panther?
I'm in love with it, but I feel like I have to get baby steps with that. You know what I mean? Like I have to baby step. I'm excited, but you know me, I get so excited. And then I'm like, maybe this was a bad idea. I'm in danger. Like I shouldn't do this. But I'm like, do it. So
do it.
I'm gonna do it. But it also reminds me, because I also like corseting, like the actual sewing of the skin. Like I love that. I used to do that to myself all the time. Beautiful. It's a great fucking feeling.
So do you like that restricted, tight feeling?
Oh yeah.
So I found, I discovered shibari years and years ago. That was kind of like my first like kink that I got into. I loved tying up my friends and then like them having them practice on me. But I found I'm a person that suffers with a lot of different like mental health, depression, anxiety, and I found that wearing shibari, like rope tying, having that tight restriction on my body really would calm me down on a lot of situations. So I haven't done it at all like in years, but I used to like rope myself like before like classes or interviews, something where I would feel super very nervous to have like that tight restriction. And I don't know, like I just felt like that would just give me comfort.
It's a big hug.
Yeah, I really love that.
That's how I felt about like corsets. I still remember Passionel in Philly. And my first corset I bought there, and I wasn't able to go in there yet because I'm in high school and young. I couldn't be in there. So I used to like slide my money through. I'm like, that's the corset I want. That one right there. And I used to drop money. And once I turned 18, I went in that bitch.
That was at the old location.
Yep, the old location.
Before they moved to South Street.
Yep.
The old location. I feel like the old location low key was better than the one that they're at now.
I literally stepped in the new location one time in like all these years. And I was like, no, the vibes are off. Like, I just don't like it.
They're going through a lot. I heard they're going through like a queer lawsuit right now.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons, because we'll talk about that another time, because I had a whole conniption. I was like, oh my God, I would love to like connect with them. And I'm like,
and just for the listeners to know, Passional is a store in Philadelphia. I'm not going to give their location just because I just feel like they're just going through a lot of like shitty drama with their employees and they're queer employees, and I don't support and promote that. But it is a store, it is a sex store, and they also offer classes in Philadelphia. But I'm not going to give the location.
Yeah, because they had like 3 or 4 stores. They had Passional the boutique, Passional the sex shop. Yep. See, somebody else remembers. And then they also, and like on the second level of that one, they actually had like the classes where they would do the classes.
Yes. So and now like it's set up, it's like the bottom is like the boutique, shoes, corsets, all the sexy wear. Second level now is the toys, you know, all the things, electro play, the sounding devices, And
you know what? We gotta link up and go to one of these. We have to go on a binge walk one day and just like look at all the places that are available and just like compare shit. Because I am not in depth with any of the new toys they have out or any of the play devices.
Jaleesa, what? Let's cut that. Miss J.
I got you, girl. I got you.
Can I tell you, I just discovered a new toy today. Like today. And it is killing me that I have not shared this information with anybody. And I need everybody to put on their thinking caps and like really visualize what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm gonna Google it, but go ahead.
I'm a girl that loves a strap, right? I like to strap men and women. I love a strap situation. So I'm always looking for a good, sturdy strap. I got a
Okay.
fupa here, so I need a certain type of strap, for the fupa and all the things, right? So this came across my timeline on Instagram. It's a strap mainly used for lesbians, which I love because anything made for women, I feel like is a plus.
Yeah.
It's basically like it inserts inside of me, right? It inserts it's like a G spot, like vibrator inside of me. The outside is like a rose on my clit, right? And then on that is an extended dildo that I am fucking my partner with while I am fucking myself. Bitch, I need it. I need it. When I say I've never needed a toy so bad, and it comes in medium, large, and extra large. I need it. And it's reasonable. Okay,
this is what we're gonna do. Wait a minute. Pause real quick. This is what we're fucking talking about. We're gonna make a wish list, everybody. We're gonna try to get Miss D this, and she's gonna come back with the review. She's gonna let us know.
I need to do a review.
We're gonna figure it out.
And like not saying that, okay, so I have used a toy in the past before that is like inserted in me and then inserted in her, right? But it was like just straightforward, like a double-ended dildo, right? But this being like in my on my G spot, and then like a suction on my clit as I'm
I would pass out. I couldn't. I'm like, oh, just dying, just on the floor.
I'm literally
like, sorry, babe, I'm done.
No, seriously, I'm dying. I'm dying thinking about it.
We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna find. I want to contact some of my peoples and be like, hey, you know what this beautiful goddess?
No Danny's.
I don't know that actually.
I've never heard Danny's. What's Danny's?
I don't know.
But that
it says Center City, so you definitely a Philly person. So I'm gonna look it up. You know what? My dumbass was like Danny Walks.
I'm like, Danny Walks chicken. We're not talking about chicken. Don't.
Bro.
And not the rat chicken. Even though, let me tell you something. Danny Walks is a dirty ass place, but is their chicken good? Yes, their chicken.
Yes. I don't try to think about it. I'm not down there no more.
Do we want to admit, like, this place is gross? Have I had their chicken before? Yes, I have.
Yes. But, like, to be fair, like, sometimes those are the best meals until you realize, and you're like, maybe I don't want to be here no more, but, like, you're still eating it.
No, like, I stand by that. I know we're leaning off topic, and we're going to throw back out some more lingo for sure. But I stand by sometimes dirty kitchen food hit.
Because you're too busy cooking to clean. Like, I get it.
Like, the grill top just need to be seasoned with the meal from before. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Listen, I love that all my beef, pork, and chicken all taste the same.
Right. And I don't want anyone to think that my kitchen is nasty because it's not. But just like every now and then, like if I'm like going to a poppy store and it's too crisp, I know my food is going to be bad. I know that bacon, egg, and cheese
it's going to be fucking skim as shit. Like, I'm not dealing with it.
But if I'm going into a Dominican spot and like the glass is like a little more foggy than normal because it's just dirty, nah, it's just going to bang. Like that cheese steak is going to bang.
Bro. Well, it's like the Chinese spot with the old like 1980s, 1990s fucking menu up top. You know it's gonna fucking hit. They got a kid in the front.
It has to be a kid in the front. We're so wild for this conversation. It has to be a kid in the front. No, real right. And like some of the pictures of the food, I need the lights to be out. Like some of them like don't have no light behind.
It's written in. It's written in a fucking piece of cardboard slid in.
Prices to be crossed out with a random piece of like little white paper, and they wrote in the new prices and put tape over it. I need that. That's
some good shit. We love that. We love that
culture, baby. That's.
We're not talking about daddies. We're talking about we love that, John.
And also, like, which Danny's? Do y'all go to the North Philly Danny's or do y'all go to the Southwest Danny's? Like, I don't know.
Whoever delivers to me at the time.
I don't know which
drive.
Okay, so speaking of like new terms, right? I did learn new things.
Oh God. Is this hard? Do we know
the camera? And we know you're constantly laughing. I dropped my camera. But I learned a new term today doing
Okay.
research for this, and that was a Roman shower. Have you
Ah,
ever heard of a Roman shower
wait,
before?
we're gonna talk about that. Hi, baby, we love you. It's Edwina. My
Hey,
baby. Okay,
man.
that's it. That's it. That's all I had to say. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. Roman showers. I looked this up and I hate you, but it's fine. How dare you?
It's a little wild, right?
It's wild as hell.
Okay,
But
so
I
a
don't yuck
Roman,
nobody's
okay, so
yum.
me too. I don't yuck anybody's young. Is this something that is for Ms. D? No, it is not.
It is
Did
not.
have I done this before? Maybe. And I will explain my story in a second. But a Roman shower basically is somebody that likes to get thrown up on. Like rather they're thrown up on their dick, thrown up on their chest. They like for someone to throw up on them. I did not know that there was a name for this literally until yesterday. Like I was like, wait, what? What?
Like
Roman shower?
I
Have you thrown up on somebody yesterday? Have you?
of course. I like rough shit. So it happens sometimes. But do I'm like, yes, this is a kink. And if he gets way too excited, I
Mhm,
have an issue with that. That's just me. However, if it's been a situation where, like, if I'm doing the business,
mhm,
he's
mhm.
doing it too hard, and then it happens, and he's like, "Nah, you better take that shit," and I'm like, "You know what? This is hot. This is hot."
Okay, so okay, that was my situation. I feel like right.
Yeah.
So we're doing the gawk gawk situation,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And I can feel like it's. I was like, oh, something's about to come up. Like now, but something's about to come up, right?
Yep.
And this is way TMI, but this is sexually speaking.
Yeah.
We're
We're
we're,
gonna
we're
talk
going to
about
talk
this
about
happens.
we're going to talk about the real things, and I'm always going to talk about my own personal experiences because that's the only place I can like be genuine and honest from. So, given head, right, and I was like, oh man, I'm going to throw up on his dick, and I think he could tell. Like he knew. He knew.
Yeah.
He was like, just do it, and I was like, oh, I can't. I was like, I can't. Don't, no, no, no,
No,
no.
no, no, no.
I
Yeah.
can't. And, like, this is gonna be gross. Again, this is gonna be gross.
Yeah.
It's the first time it ever happened to me. He told me just do it. Just let it out. In my mind, I was like, bitch, don't throw up on this man. Do not throw up on this man. And I felt it come up, and it was like, dick still in my mouth. So I know he felt the
Yeah.
hotness. Swallowed it. I swallowed
Yeah.
it. I couldn't.
That's how I handle it.
I couldn't let it go. And he like told me like it was okay. And I was just like, I
No,
just
I'm not doing it.
can't. I just feel like, and I don't even think it was gonna be a lot, but I just felt like it was gonna be too messy. And I don't know,
That's
made
how.
me self-conscious about it. And I just didn't do it.
For me, my brain goes into I want this dick later, right? And I
Mhm.
can't physically and mentally cut that out of my head.
Oh no,
So
I
I
think I
can't
could.
I can't cut that. No, I cannot because then I'm like, ill, like you gotta take a shower after that. And
Oh
me,
no,
I'm
no, no. I
nasty.
definitely need you
So
to wash it off. But
no, no,
like,
no,
I
no.
mean,
But no, no,
but
no.
also
I
like,
mean, well,
huh,
I think like my situation was a little different because like we would be doing the do. He's
okay.
going ham, which we
Hmm.
love. We love that
Hmm.
shit.
We love
And
that.
then what the guy I was with at the time did was that he would pull out to the point I would get sick in my mouth, hold it, and I would swallow. He's like, "Good girl," and I'm like, "Yeah, I like this. I am a good girl. God damn it."
No, I love being called a good girl. Oh my God, that is such a
Hi, how are
oh,
you?
can we talk about that? That's a word I have written down. Can we talk
What?
about praise king?
What?
Praise king.
Oh hell yeah! I don't know why the thing keeps cutting off my end. I apologize.
It's
Go ahead.
okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna when I say the words, I'm just gonna get like a little closer to the camera.
Yeah.
But yeah, praise king. Come on, Miss J. You like to be called a good girl.
I am a good girl all the time.
Okay, so
Despite.
do you like praise king out of the bedroom?
Yes. Because I think
Okay.
my big goal in life is to find a partner who's going to do lifestyle things with me all the time, 24/7. So there's going to be ones outside
Same,
and then
bitch.
inside the home.
Same. same. Like I know like reality, right? Life is life.
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to like live lifestyle 24/7? Absolutely not. I
Yeah,
have
of
a
course.
job, I have a career, I have a business, I have children. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's just not feasible to do it all the time. But it is so much fun to do lifestyle things and like regular situations with a partner. It's just
Do you do you do you like decoration? To a point. So the reason why I asked that because you were like, I can't do it like all that da da da. Me, I will fight that and say that isn't correct because you can and you can be safe about it. So
you
my
can.
thing was is that I had partners like used to write on me, or like they were like your goal today, or like your mission today, whatever they would say, your task. That's the word. Your task today. I need you to write like "Daddy's good girl" on your thigh. And then every time you get upset or something, like if I'm wearing a skirt or something, I would pull it up just enough, but nobody could see it. But I know it's there.
I
So
kind of like that. Why was I gonna write
it's
something? And it need to be Sharpie too. Like,
no, exactly. It is Sharpie. And then like if they nasty, they wrote it on you the day before.
oh yeah. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for a praise king situation. So
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about it. So praise king is usually in the bedroom, but you can definitely do praise king outside of the bedroom. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
first
Nice
time.
to meet you. First time. If you have any questions
Um,
or anything, let us know.
yes. Praise king. For me, it's just like definitely like the good girl thing. Like I didn't
Oh
know
yeah.
how much that turned me on. Like and just like the compliments, like I
Mm-hmm.
love like them like looking at me, like telling me I'm beautiful, telling me
Oh
like
yeah.
I love to be loved on. I love to be
Yeah.
adorned and like I feel like that is like the
Mm-hmm.
essence of praise kink. But
Mm-hmm.
it just on the same like hand, on the
Yeah.
same hand,
Yeah.
call me a slut.
Yeah.
Call me.
Exactly. But here's the thing too. So I'm a little different when it comes to the praise kinking. Like
Okay.
I have, and again, maybe this is the brat, maybe it's the primal, whatever it is. But
Mhm.
like I'll have individuals like, oh my God, you're beautiful, you're a goddess, you're this. And I'm like, yeah, I know, like say something else.
Mhm.
However, if we're in the motion, we're doing our thing, and you say some very sexy, nasty, yummy things, you
Yeah,
can say whatever, and I'm eating it. Like I love it.
I
So it'll
agree with that. I agree
I
with like
like
men, like, or just people in general, just like
yeah,
getting away from like using just like, oh, you're just so pretty, you're just so beautiful.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I love that. Not saying anything bad about that, right?
yeah,
But those are just things like I hear all the time. And like, if
yeah,
you can figure out a way to switch it up,
yeah,
I'm gonna remember that.
yeah.
Please know I'm gonna remember that. It's gonna
Yeah,
stand out
automatic turn on, automatic like, you know what, this
automatic.
might I didn't even know this person, but I might we might be doing something, and then they talk
Yeah,
themselves out of it after, but it's
right.
fine.
But
We
I love
appreciate
the balance. Like I love the balance. Like I had like I was hanging out with my like I was dating I
it.
guess
Mhm.
I don't I feel so weird like with the terms that I'm using with like people that I'm involved with right now because
Yeah,
I don't know what any of them are except for like my main partner. But like
yeah,
I was out like with somebody I'm dating and they had like let me know like things are gonna get a little turned up. Okay, like we
yeah,
talked about it. I was okay. We already
mhm,
talked about negotiating things beforehand, and I was like, wait. And I was like, let's try that. And like, yeah, gave me the business, and then like was just like, threw in the good girls, and then told me
yeah.
like how good it was. I'm like,
Like,
thanks,
love it.
thanks.
Yeah.
Like, let me be a brat. Let me be in my
Mhm,
old brat mode. I'm gonna say
mhm.
no. I'm gonna be like, give you a hard
Yeah,
time. Then dominate me and then be nice. And
yep,
then always end it with being nice.
yep. And I think that's one of the things that gets me like really riled up. Like you said, to have that combination, especially because
Mhm.
I'm all about public stuff. Like I don't mind showing affection the way we do in public. So
I
like if I'm
love
being bratty and you
PDA.
just
I
grab me by
hate
the
when
throat
people
and
don't like
like you need
PDA.
to be a good girl, I'm melting. I'm still gonna
Yeah,
fight you, but I'm
yeah,
melting. I'm done. I'm done. I'm
yeah.
yours, whatever you need,
PDA
baby.
is so important. I feel like I don't know, it's just like foreplay is just like an all day
Oh
type of thing.
yeah.
Like, especially if we're hanging out, we're going out on a date, we're doing this, we're doing that. And then like later on we're gonna go back to your place or my place, whatever. Like I need that outside. Like to get me together inside. You know, like I need that. Like I want to hold hands. I want to be kissing. I want to be touching. I want to, write your name on my leg.
Yeah. No. I think I had one partner. What they did was that our first date, and it was like already hot and heavy because like we were talking that shit. And I was in their car and they took my thigh. Again, I always wear a skirt half the time. So they had the Sharpie ready and wrote mine on it. And I was like, oh, so you think you big shit, huh? He was like, you can wipe it off if you want. I was like, shut up. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I was like, I'm not doing that. Yuri, I was like, you about to earn this. You about to earn it.
That car seat would have been drenched.
Ma'am. I was already.
Go ahead, wipe it off. I would have been like, no, I'm okay.
No. I was like, I should just like put my legs on the dash. I was like, look how flexible I am. Don't fuck with me, bitch. We both about to die getting car crash. Don't fuck with me.
Because we are both like, when I say we are both very bratty, and like, we are talking about someone that is a brat tamer. That is very like, you know, they can get us together, right? And that's not everybody. And I also don't need that all the time. Like I don't need that energy all the time. I just wanted to say that.
Definitely need somebody that's gonna balance.
Okay, so I have a thing, right? We just talked about Roman showers, right? Which is a crazy situation. So I want to talk about water sports. Now, my definition growing up, I say growing up, like I was talking about this stuff. But my definition, like, of knowing what water sports is, have always been golden showers.
Yeah.
What is water? When you hear that term to you, because somebody else said something to me, so I want to know, Miss J, when I say water sports to you, what does that mean to you?
I personally always thought it was anything to do with golden showers, urination of any type. That's what I've always had a belief in.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think like if I didn't know anything, I would definitely say it has something to do with the bathroom because that's the only thing where water's involved.
Right. I agree. I feel like that was definitely like my clear definition of like what water sports is. It's definitely like pee play, golden showers, right? They're doing it in the bed on the floor. And most people do it in the tub because that's just like the easiest way to clean up. But I mentioned it to somebody and they were just like, oh, I said water sports. Like I was like, oh, I kind of like water sports. And they said, oh, you're a squirter? And I was like, no, I'm not, because I'm not. I said, water sports is squirting to you?
Yeah.
Is that
that makes sense.
Is that right? And I was like, baby, is that a
Wait, but isn't that like just part of climaxing though? Like I don't know.
That's what okay.
We have to have a whole discussion
personally,
about that.
I feel like the lovely ladies in the sex industry have ruined it for squirters.
We all do.
Like I feel like they have ruined it for squirters because I don't feel like all of these girls in these videos, these OnlyFans, are squirting. I feel like they're peeing. Yeah. They're doing real water sports, and y'all are thinking that this is what water sports means, but no, they are peeing in these videos.
I think
personally,
and I agree with that because I've seen certain situations because I know like, for me, like that's not my bag. Squirting is not my bag. Like it's all right. I like it. Water sports in general, like, okay, like depending on the situation, but gushing is the way to go. I feel like that just keeps the good time coming. Yeah. I'm not stopping. So I don't know. Would that also be considered because it's not jet stream? Like, is that what we're talking about? Is it the streaming of it? Is that what we're talking about?
It threw me off when they said that. It was just like, oh, like water sports? Like, I didn't know you were a squirter. I was like, hold up. That's not
what do you guys?
That's not what I thought that I never heard that. And then I was like, well, I mean, would that qualify as water sports?
I don't know. Let me see.
It made me rethink it. And that's like what we were talking about, how like lingo is always evolving and always changing, always growing. For sure. And like a few other, what's our time check here? We're over an hour. I'm
so proud of us.
I know. We're gonna do a couple more words and definitions, and I want to like play one more game. So I have on here. I have fisting. How do you feel about Fisting. Is that a no for you? Is that a hard no for you?
It's not. I actually just
Okay.
experienced that most recent, actually this year.
Really?
The first time because okay, so we'll
What
get into
about
that
work?
privately. I can't get into that. I feel like that's a luxury only people who get to be with me get to experience.
Ooh,
But
okay.
that whole situation, I remember like the person doing their thing. Next to I'm like, yo, it's tight as shit. Like, stop. Like, what's going on? Like, it wasn't a bad feeling, but I was alarmed.
Yeah.
I've never experienced it. Next they're like, oh, like you're not into fisting? And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not that type. And he's like, nah, we could try. And I was like, okay, carry on.
Yeah.
Let's try.
Listen, let me tell you, I really enjoy it. It's not something I do often. It's definitely like depends on who it is. But like the first time it happened, it was just like kind of like by accident. They just like kept going, like 'cause they just saw like I was just like getting super aroused, and
Okay.
like before you know it, like all that was up there, and I was like, wow, didn't know I could do that.
Yeah.
Didn't know I could do that, and I was just like
Women are
so
magical,
concerned.
though.
Like,
Women are
yeah,
magical.
so magical. And like I was so like, concerned, nervous. Like I feel
Yeah.
like it's always been like the taboo thing, like, oh my God, you're getting a fist up there, like you're never gonna go back. It's a
Yeah.
lie.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's a lie. Let me tell you, been visited more than this many times. Yeah, you can't tell. You can't tell. I had a partner say to me, like, I brought up fisted, and they were like, oh, that's crazy. Like, any woman that does that is like, wow, like, it's going to be stretched
Yeah.
out. Like, no, like, I would never
Yeah.
want to, like, fuck somebody after they've been fisted. And I was like, you fucked me. How'd it felt?
Yeah.
I don't
It's like, sounds like a pussy move, but that's fine. You don't get no bitches, I bet. It's fine. It's fine. But I think that was, to be fair though, that was the idea I had for myself in the beginning, because I
Mhm,
was like,
mhm.
oh, not that, because I'm intelligent enough to know that that's not true. It's not gonna never go back to the way it needs to be. But it's the fact of like the way my body is personally.
Mhm.
She does things that make men angry. Like she purposely pushes motherfuckers out. So I can't imagine when they're trying to fist and she's like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? Guess what? Now you're not doing anything for a month. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
bitch, are you fucking shitting me? Like, I can't deal with
No,
that.
I do agree. I don't want to do that. And then
Yeah.
immediately we're going to pound time after that. No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
No, no, no. Pick one.
You
Pick
can only
one.
pick one. Exactly.
Pick one. Pick one
Mama's
for
going to
sure.
pass out. I can't.
But it is okay, so I did experience it one time,
Mm-hmm.
twice with like doing that first and then having intercourse. The first time I was just like, oh, I don't know if I like this. Like I think like we need to wait, like, till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's get
Let's
back to
simmer a little bit. Let me take a bath
well,
real quick.
recently, like when I did it, like I was just like, damn, this shit feels
Yeah.
amazing. Like, I don't know. I don't know. This is me like 10 years apart,
Yeah.
So maybe it's just me change, my body's changed. But I was kind of like, okay. And before, like, I wasn't like, and now I'm just like, okay. I think I can go right into it after that.
Yeah. All I know is the one and only time I pretty much did it, maybe twice with the same partner. And all I remember is him like saying, wow, like she really hates this. Because like I said, my pushes shit out. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, no. So no,
Oh,
thank
no,
you.
I'm gripping, pulling it in. It's gripping,
Yeah.
pulling it in.
Just like, are you doing it or not? But like, I think it's very interesting. It's something like definitely I don't yuck the yum. I would definitely like to do it with the right partner.
We're never yucking them.
But I also feel like I said I have to be prepped really well for it.
Mm.
But
Okay, let me ask you this.
oh, go
If you
ahead.
do it, do you
Uh-huh.
prefer a little hand or a big hand?
Bitch, I'm a whore. I want the big hand. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with a little jazz. You know what I mean? A little finesse. We gonna do it. Because I'm a good girl and I take it. I'm a good girl and I take it. So I don't want no little hand.
Yeah, I like just in general, like even when I'm just like getting started, like I love like fingers. So I always like a big hand situation.
Yeah. Oh, I have a thing for hands. I have
Yeah,
fingers.
me too. Oh my God.
Fuck.
I need
I'm
them
about
to
to
look
call him.
nice and be like long.
Huh?
I need them to look nice and be long. Be
Oh
Edward
yeah.
Scissors. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need them thick. Thick.
ooh,
Thick. Maybe some claws, but depending on the situation. But I like me some big hands. So
okay, okay. I love that.
I don't know what that means.
Side
But
quest sounds like a good time. I
yeah.
do want to talk about somebody had posted in the comments earlier, like the difference between a brat and a lady. And I wish that
Yeah.
they were more clear about the lady part because I don't know what they mean by
Yeah.
we know what a brat is here. We talked about
Yeah.
that many times before, and we can talk about it right now for sure.
Yeah.
But like what do you mean
It's
like
a
a brat
lady.
versus a lady?
A lady. Because I feel like I'm both. Like
I
I am a lady always, bitch. I'm always a lady, but I'm a brat.
I
And you gonna
literally
listen to
about
me.
to say that. I was
All
like,
goddess
I
though.
identify as both. Do you not see us
Yeah.
here with our fans? You're not
No.
are you not
Come
catching the
hither.
tea? We are both. We are ladies and we are rats.
I'm the mother
So
of dragons. You don't know me.
literally,
Uh,
the season
but
finale is on right now, and I'm so glad for you guys that are tuned in here and not watching that because as soon as I get off of here, I am
oh yeah, no, definitely, definitely.
My hair will not be orange; it will be white because I am a Targaryen.
Targaryen.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. But what was the one phrase I was looking up from our thing? Okay, I talked about this maybe once or twice in my whole life. I think like when I was on the unicorn episode once. I have two things I'm not super a fucking fan of. Again, I don't yuck nobody's yum. If you
Okay.
like it, I am so happy. But I don't. Splashing.
Oh, tell me about splashing. Tell me all the things.
Hate
I
it.
want to hear about this.
So splashing, and I feel like if this was an introductory kink to individuals who are new, like a vanilla person, a lot of vanilla people do this. So it's usually when people are, or individuals who are in play, they
Mhm.
usually consume food while being intimate with each other. But splashing really comes to where they're like smashing cake. So like you'll be smashing a cake with your ass or something and they'll be eating it. Or something, which sounds great, right? Sounds amazing.
Bro, that sounds
Wait a minute.
fun.
First of all, wait a minute. No. Like I said, there's certain things
Don't
we
put
can
too much
do.
near there because like I'm not trying to throw off my pH. You know what I'm saying?
No, but that's what I'm saying. So my brain, the way it works is like when I see that, like you have the feeding, like when you're feeding, I think that's as far as I would go. If like you're being intimate and you're getting the goddess treatment, where they're like holding you and caressing you and like feeding you grapes and shit. Like I can deal with that. But don't feed me cake, nothing crummy, nothing sticky, nothing.
No.
I don't want none of that on me because I don't like food in my bed. I don't like food in my bed. I don't like I gotta clean it up. No.
Yeah.
I cannot. So my issue with splashing is, like I said, as much as it sounds amazing, it sounds like a great time. I cannot physically and mentally do it. I will literally get ick and walk away. Is it easy money? Very much. If you're doing that in the industry, go off. I love that for you. I am not. Somebody commissioned me to do that and was like, yeah, you should definitely, smash a cake up with your ass and like feed it to me. And I'm like, bro, I'm not doing it. I'm not having cake in my ass. I'm sorry. You can eat it off my ass, but you can't smash it.
Situation where I would do it. I definitely would not do it at home. I don't want to do it like I'm doing both. What are you talking about?
Yes. I think I'm saying like
was that to the fisting thing? I don't remember what that was too. But I don't know. Like, okay.
Could be.
I feel like the whole cake thing, it sounds cute, right? It sounds fun. Am I doing it in my bed at my house? Absolutely not. Do I really want to do it in your bed at your house? No, because I like a good aftercare. I like a good little cuddle. And I don't want to lay in fucking cake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when I'm out, like maybe like at a party, I don't know where I would do it at. I would want to experience it maybe, but I also don't want to deal with the cleanup. And I don't want it
I'm very baby. I'm not doing it. I'm a lady. I'm not cleaning shit. That's not my job.
Yeah.
I tip very well at the hotels I destroy. I'm not doing it.
So it's a no for you. Can you please talk about this one thing that's on your list?
What's
The
that?
jerk off. Can we please talk about
Oh,
it? Just
please.
like let's
Okay.
tap
I
into
just
that for a
learned
second,
this
and then we're gonna
term.
play another game.
Definitely. So, because I definitely want to talk about that and something else as well. But so there is this term called jerk off. So jerk off, which I
Hi,
feel pretty much feels,
George.
I feel like, hey, how are you? I really feel like it hotels only, definitely, child. Oh my god.
Definitely,
I don't
definitely.
clean nothing. That's them. Other people do it. Jerk off is a vanilla individual, I believe a vanilla man, usually, thinking that they're just
Okay.
gonna be fucking and screwing and being with everybody, but they're honestly like annoying in the situation.
Yeah, I have
So they're
experience.
not being respectful. Like again, I feel like it's somebody
Mm-hmm.
being fake about the lifestyle and not being in the reality of it. And they just go in and they're being a fucking jerk off. They're being a fucking asshole.
You know
Get
what?
out.
I call those men in my group chat. I call
What?
those men. They treat lifestyle spaces like they're brothels,
Mm,
like they're paying to get in. And because they pay these high prices, because usually men have to pay much more than women
I
or
love that.
couples, their pay to get in these spaces are so expensive. And some people don't agree with that. Some people feel like it should be across the board, flat rate. But anyway, I feel like
I
when
appreciate
men, especially,
you. Mhm.
are just like ushered, like kind of new to the lifestyle, they're usually coming alone. Um, they truly treat that like a brothel. Like, oh, I paid $100 to get in here. I'm fucking something. Like,
Yeah,
no, that's not how this
that's not
works.
how that goes.
Like that's
First of all,
not.
did you bring somebody with you if that's your mental? And I think that's what really taints the community as well. Like
Mhm.
we know that there's places for pleasuring, right? We know that there's
Yeah,
places just everybody's just going crazy. But it's still a situation too. It's like you're never, ever, ever in any circumstance being in kink or regular ass life that you are owed anything. You are not owed anything. I don't care how much
never. Like
money
I
you
never
spend.
understood that. I never understood that.
So it's such a weird situation where like I'll have, like I said, we had discussion fake doms before where they be like, oh yeah, like this is my little like kinky slut, like I'm gonna fuck. I'm not, you're not doing shit, motherfucker. You're not on my
Literally,
watch. Not
literally,
on
you're
my
not doing
watch.
anything.
You're not gonna do that. And that actually goes into the next term, which is called white knighting. And if you know me, I fucking hate that term or use it
Oh,
very derogatory, to be fair, like
let's
not
hear it.
not
What
in
is it?
regards to kink, but just in like conversations I had about other things like books.
Mhm.
Like white knighting, I hate, and it's usually a man because knighting, right? So it's usually a man who is saving somebody, but usually it's for their own benefit. So like they want to please the girl, they want to do that. However, in the kink community, it's actually a healthier version where it's someone. It says someone deserves the nickname for a dominant man who rescues female submissives from other unsuitable dominance
I love
situations
that.
from themselves. So I do like that. So I
Okay.
had to like kind of understand that. I was like, okay, maybe I have to like kind of rethink that word because like
So,
in the community,
so
I could
white
definitely
knight is like a guy being nice for their own pleasure.
yeah, but no, well, no, in the community, no. So it's pretty much of let's say I'm a man, whatever. Let's just say for the female too, it don't matter, or woman
Okay.
passing,
Yep.
that somebody's disrespecting you, a dom. You're unexperienced. This dom is being very fake, disrespecting you, not listening to you. I see this, I handle that shit. And I
Mhm.
said, no, you're coming with me. You're under my protection. We're getting you out of this scenario. We're getting you out of this session, whatever the fuck, because he's not respecting whatever boundary that you set. Right? Because no means no, regardless. Safe words were
No
very
means no,
respected
regardless.
regardless. But like I said, no in our world sometimes is a different word. Mine's is
Mhm.
kumquat. If I say kumquat, stop. I don't care what the fuck we're doing. I don't care how into it I am or you think I am. I said it, it's a no. But
Right.
same thing. But so I do like the term. I think when I first started, we just use that as protectors. We didn't use that terminology
I
because
just made a
again,
post about that today.
yeah.
Like just
And it's
protecting like women in the spaces. I just
yeah.
would love
Well, do
to
you know
see
what the
more
female
people.
equivalent is? The female equivalent is called the mother. I said very understanding. It's like the mother
Very
is the
understanding.
one.
Very understanding. I was just recently at a party. with a friend of mine, and there was a young lady there alone.
Mhm.
First time at an event, house party out in the boonies. And she was like from like the area like where I'm from, like, girl,
Mhm.
how you end up out here? Like, and you
Yeah.
all alone. She was like, I just, just like testing it out.
Mhm.
Like my partner's like superintendent. I'm just like trying to figure out like my way. And I was like, okay, like I feel like that's
Yeah.
everybody's like, beginning origin story, just trying to figure it
Yeah.
out.
Just trying to figure it
And
out.
this guy, was just like a little too pushy with her, and she was playing like with a toy, and he
No.
was trying to do something else, and she said no, and he proceeded to continue to do it anyway. And I'm sitting next to her. I said, but she just said no, like
Yeah.
cut it immediately. Like, I know you heard her no. I heard her no. I'm sitting right
Yeah.
here. She
Yeah.
just said no, and like I got such a kind message, like after that. And I'm just like, I'm always that girl. Like, I'm always that girl
Yeah.
in the scenes, like, eyes are always open, always
No.
pierced, like, oh, do you need help? Does somebody, what's happening?
No. Yeah.
And I just feel like that I have to do that because I
Yeah.
was hard to do that for me, like just check in,
Yeah.
like, you good? Are you straight?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of creeps out there, like just how they're creeps in the real world. There's even more in the lifestyle, and we just need to be very cautious. I
But I
always
think
encourage.
it's
Mhm.
very telling because us as women, I think we're more alerted to these things, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
like, not saying that men aren't as well, but I feel like, especially in a kink community, especially if they're new into the kink community, they think it's normal. Like I said,
Mhm.
I remember starting in the lifestyle, at the time I was, and men were thinking like when I was saying no, that still meant yes. And I
Mhm.
was like, no, that's not it, mind you. And I'm into hardcore things. So, like, I get the confusion, but also it's at the time my trainer or my dom at the time didn't allow me to use safe words, which that should have been fucking strike one,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So it wasn't until
wild.
somebody took it,
That's
ma'am.
why.
But I don't know, like it's no, but like I totally agree, like you should always have something. And that's why, again, just to go back to the terminologies, when you're discussing a scene, we're going to have negotiation, you're going to talk about it. If you're not comfortable at all, stop everything, whatever the hell it
Stop
is. Stop
everything. Everything
everything.
should be
Even
stopped.
if you have to yell and scream, kick, fight, whatever, nobody's going to be mad at you. Nobody's going to think you're a troublemaker. Nobody's going to think any bad. This goes for male, female, everybody in between.
Correct.
Whatever you feel
Mhm.
uncomfortable, this community is supposed to be about loving and supporting each other in different ways. We are all outcasts. We are all the black sheep. We are all these things. We find each other because we're all kinky ass motherfuckers who want to do
Yeah.
kinky ass things. And sometimes that's just cuddling, and sometimes it's a little more hardcore stuff. But you have a voice always. Don't let any dom or somebody who's supposed to be dominant. And this also like came into a we're drifting off, but there's a lot of scenarios that can happen that get dangerous, that can taint your idea of how the lifestyle's supposed to be. And I
So
try to
true.
protect it. I try to protect it so fucking hard because it's really a beautiful fucking thing for me. And I really feel
Mhm.
like it's the end all be all for me. So if I
Right.
can save somebody from having that tainted, I'm gonna do it. And I feel like everybody should say something, do something, whatever you gotta
Always.
do, ban those motherfuckers that don't do it, time them out, whatever.
And
I don't
shout
care
out to
if
the clubs, shout out to the spaces that protect women, protect people in general, and
they yep,
actually ban those people, because there's plenty of establishments out here in the Philadelphia area that do not do that. They do not, they get the reports and they do not ban people. They do not kick them out because they're about the money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they are
you
a
know,
business and they're about the money. And their money and their bread and butter at the end of the day is the men. But who brings out the men? It's I. It is us.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So it's just like you should want to protect the women in the
yeah,
situation.
exactly.
Even though I know the men are gonna come regardless. Cause
Yeah,
they like us. They're gonna come
exactly.
regardless. Like, I just always
Exactly.
feel like the women should be priority, and a lot of places don't do that. They put
They
the
don't.
money as the priority, and the money equals the men.
Well, here's a question. Do you think that they don't prioritize us because we're not, usually we don't pay or it's very less than everybody else? They're like, there's not enough
Oh
investment in
no,
them. We
that's
don't care.
100% what I'm saying. That is a
Yeah.
100% what I'm saying.
Fuck
I
out of here.
feel like, and clubs, I feel like will debate this. Owners will debate this, and like, oh no, 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 it's not that. I love women. We protect women. We have security. We have this. We have that in place. There's rules. we have guidelines set up, but yeah, like, are you really enforcing them? When somebody reports somebody, are you really kicking them out? Are you really kicking out the men that do that? Majority of the time, I'm not bashing all these places, but a lot of places don't, because men are their money makers. Like for example, in the lifestyle community, there's like a great debate right now about the cost of going to lifestyle events. For women, let's just say women, we get them either free, $10, $20, $30 max, right? Couples, $30, $40, $60, $70, $80, $100 maybe, right? Per couple. Men, it kind of starts at like 60 and goes up to they could be paying $100 just to get in. That's not including their liquor, that's not including like their parking, like whatever. Like, they're paying $100, so they're in their mind, it's just like, oh, I better be getting something. I paid $100 to get in. So a lot of lifestyle event planners that I know now kind of don't agree with the pay scale against couples, men and women. They kind of want everything to be on an equal pay scale, because they feel like men will be less predatorial if everybody pays the same price. I personally understand that. And I also agree that that is not going to work with some men. Some men are just going to be predatory no matter what.
Exactly. I don't know. I feel like, while I agree, I feel like one of the reasons that I don't go to a lot of places is because usually I'm in a couple. So like, I'm not paying all that money. I'm not doing it. But like I said, I know what I'm paying for, but I'm also a lady. Like, I'm not fucking paying for shit. I want $10. I want I want free $10, whatever, the cheapest thing, whatever. Because I'm going to spend at the bar. You know that. So I want to spend at the bar. However, I think when it comes to, so like, I think like an even paying scale, or even just going up by $5, $10 is not bad. However, I feel like the situation has to be vetting. I think vetting is the situation here, because guess what? Anybody can get money. Somebody get their little stimulus check or their little extra in their little bank. Next thing you know, like, I'm doing this, and then we never hear from them again. You know what I mean? Like, they do bad things, we never hear from them. I'm not having it. You're putting it in a bad situation. And like, I know back in the day, I'm pretty sure they don't do it anymore, but like, we used to have Libertine Ball. You knew everybody who was going to be there. You knew. There was no new people.
I still do feel like the scene is like that. Like, obviously, I host a munch. It is vanilla, but it's still very lifestyle. And I do have my regulars. Like, I have people that have been rocking with me since day one. I've been almost hosting for a year now, and I have like my regulars. It's 50-50. I have the same crowd come out every week, and 50% of the crowd are newbies. Like, people I've never met before, but I have so many people that are just like, even the bartender, he's like, oh, I'm giving y'all the same drink special. I know your crowd. Like, I know I'm going to see these same couples. Like, and I love that. Oh, what are people who are agree? A predatory is going to, yep.
I think that's why we should definitely better. But I think like those are two different scenarios, right? So like, you have the munches, you have the vanilla safe spaces, you have all these things. So people have to, they're in public, right? They're in public in front of everybody. They have to be a certain way. However, when you get in those,
I had a situation at my munch go down last Wednesday.
Oh,
last Wednesday, they were very much in public and very much rude and disrespectful, and it was very unfortunate. Like, thankfully, they didn't bestow this behavior on anybody else besides me. And I, of course, kept it very hush hush. And then found out later after I had left. Cause y'all be lingering at my munch. Let me say real tea. Like, it's supposed to end at 10. I leave at 11:30. Y'all be there till 1:00. I gotta go home. And I found out like the person that kind of like spazzed on me a little bit was also doing that to other women after I left. So yes, does it happen more often at lifestyle play spaces? 100%.
No.
But that does not mean that it could not happen.
I get that. Yeah, I could definitely, because people are going to be dickheads regardless. Like, you could be on a date with a motherfucker. Next thing you know, they're just like, oh, you're a woman. You have no, I'm like, motherfucker, I will punch you in the throat. We both gonna get hurt. I don't give a fuck. But no, I get it. That's definitely a crazy situation. And it's sad. Like I said, because I'm very protective of the community. So it's like, how dare you come into a space that we're allowing you in, and you're being disrespectful.
Like, you know,
in the end, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No.
Regardless of like what kink you're into, what you're into, if you're into women, not into women, you're supposed to respect. That's a big deal in the community. We respect each other. Huge. And deal. If you can't, you can get the fuck away.
Yeah, you can get the fuck away. I get the fuck away. Like, I don't know. It was just very disrespectful. This particular person. And it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. It's just like, you know, I stand on my platform. Everybody knows I am all about women, empowering women, especially like POC women. My event is for POC women. And I love like having a safe space for my queer community as well. And just for somebody to come in, a Black man, and just be so outrageously disrespectful to Black women, like, and that space was just like so irritating, and just like, yeah, we're definitely going to correct that. So you can't be here.
Definitely. And I think I personally always get wary though, like, especially when it comes to any type of disrespect, because when I was a professional dominatrix, you get a lot of people, especially men. And this is not us men bashing. This is like literally things we deal with.
It's not.
So this is literally like experience. So like, I used to get paid to humiliate men. This is what they want. So the way they would do things, like if they were short on the change, they don't got no money for it, they would purposely try to disrespect the female doms, and be like, oh, that's why, you know, I bet like this and that and that. Was just say horrendous shit. So like me, I'm Puerto Rican. We don't deal with, you're not gonna talk to me. Yeah, no, but you know what? It's because it's a testing, because they want you to shame them. They want you to yell at them. They want you to humiliate them.
Bait you into it.
Exactly. No, motherfucker, you gotta pay. Stop it. Yeah. I'm not doing it. I'm not. And I think like I had to learn that like when I was a baby dom, like when I was first starting, because I was like, oh my God, like why is he being so like fucking bitchy? And then one of my girls, she was like, if you don't just block him and tell him he's blocked for 24 hours. Right. Just call it a day. And I was like, oh yeah, exactly. That's why I think it helps with my anger in life now. Because again, especially when people know I'm into fetishism and all this other stuff, I think that's how they get that shit from me. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I don't do nothing for free, baby. I don't do nothing for free. So if you want to fight with me, we can fight. We can have communications. We can have debates. But I'm not giving you fat material so you can go home and be like, Miss J, now fuck out of here. You're not doing that shit because you're going to pay me my money. That's what you're going to do.
Pay me my
money.
Pay me my
I want the money right here. Yeah, but I think that's what just like, because again, I dealt with a lot of humiliation kinks. I dealt with a lot of hypno. I did a lot of financial thing. Blackmail was my thing, was one of my specialties. So you had to yell at them all the fucking time. And they'd be like, oh, I don't have any money, but you know, like, please don't tell my wife. I'm like, I'm not going to tell her shit because you ain't worth nothing, bitch. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not having no more communications. And just
okay, I want to play a game with you.
Let's do it.
I want to play Fuck, Marry, Kill, but we're going to do this like with like kinks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, we're going to go with humiliation.
Okay.
We're going to go with praise kink.
Oh,
and then we're going to go with breeding. So what are you killing? What are you marrying? What's your creep jump? What's your fucking?
So wait, okay, so this is for me. So like I am going through all these things. Okay.
Yeah. Well, like in whatever way, whether it's you experiencing it or your partner.
Okay, okay.
Fuck, marry, kill. You praise kink, breeding, and what was the other one I said? How I forget that already?
Yeah.
Humiliation.
It was humiliation, breeding kink, and praise kink.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You can do this. I believe in you. I know.
Okay. So I'm killing humiliation.
Ooh, okay.
I'm fucking praise kink. And marrying breeding, because you can get all that with breeding.
You can
get everything I want. I love it.
I think that was literally perfect. I think that was perfect. I love that.
All right, give me 1 second. Actually,
Uh-huh.
let's see. How does hypnosis kink work? I've been trying to figure it out. So everybody has a different situation with that. Mine's the way I worked it was I had a recording of my voice with certain commands, certain imaging, certain situations. I'm not going to give out all my tricks, but we
Don't
had
do
a
that.
situation.
They
Somebody
gotta
would pay
pay
for
for
it.
it.
Got to pay for it. Exactly. They paid for it, and they would get that personal thing, and you would have to listen to the whole video in order to complete your tasks.
Ugh.
And that was the thing. So, and they love that shit. So go ahead.
Okay. You want
For
to do another
you,
one? Oh, okay. Do me.
for
Do
you,
me.
bitch. Wait. Let me pull up my thing. Let me pull up my thing.
Okay.
Okay, actually, no, I don't need to. I don't need to. Splashing.
Splashing. The
Sound.
thing?
The food thing.
Okay, yeah. Sounding.
Okay, the
Uh-huh.
sounding. CNC.
So, ooh. Okay. I'm killing splashing. It's out of
Perfect.
here. Killing
Love it.
splashing. I am fucking CNC. Because I'm fucking CNC. I'm gonna marry sounding.
I love that.
I'm gonna
get you a shirt that says "I'm married to
I'm
sounding."
marrying sounding.
Sounding. I love it. I love
I'm gonna marry
it.
sounding. Okay, I'm gonna do one more for you.
Okay, let's go.
Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Mm. Okay. Edging,
Okay.
flogging,
Okay.
St. Andrew's Cross.
I've never had a St. Andrew's cross. Oh, damn.
Wait, but you've been on one before.
Yeah, I know, but I never. So what happened was, is that right when I did it, I think somebody was supposed to do it. I think they signed up, so they were like, "Nah, you're good." I was like, "All right, no problem." I did a like electro after, so I was like, I forgot about the other thing.
Were you on the St. Andrews, or you had somebody else on the St. Andrews?
Somebody else.
I
I like to watch it definitely, but
I want
anywho,
to talk about the St. Andrews after we do this because I have
definitely
some stories.
good because I need to know more about it because I've been doing more research and I'm like, I think this is what I need to do, but we'll definitely talk about more. But anywho, oh my god, I keep dropping this. Say it again. So St. Andrew's Cross.
St. Andrew's Cross. What did I say?
I think we got to write this shit down.
Edging.
Okay.
And flogging. That's what I said.
So here, okay, done. Okay, so this is super easy for me. Edging, kill. We're done.
Kill.
I'm not doing it. Kill it.
Okay.
St. Andrew's Cross, I'm fucking.
Okay.
Flogging, marrying that bitch.
Marry.
Till death to us part.
I love that.
Give me 1 second. We do have a question. We're questioning how would it's pretty much the same thing because it's just sensation and being a part of the scene. Yeah. That's really it. It's just like the idea of it. It's a fantasy. So you're just going into the fantasy where our objective, well, for some people, are not to actually get bread. It's just the idea of being.
It's just the idea. It's just the fantasy. I have definitely been with women and like they are like strapping me and just like, I'm going to get you pregnant.
You're going to take this. You're going to take it. I'm like, yep.
Yes, you are, girl.
I have to tell you about a scenario I was reading because I enjoy hentai mangas. So I was reading it and it was yaoi, and this guy was like, I'm going to get you pregnant. And I was like, you can't. In my mind, I'm like, you can't do that. But like, and again, I'm still enjoying it. But then the secondary character was like, oh my God, I can feel my organs. I was like, I'm done. You just pulled me out of the whole thing.
I literally just watched the porn like that. It was like this alien. He comes, meets the girl, and he always goes to the same girl. She was just like ready, like laid out for him, like this is their regular routine. And he just unreleased this huge dick that just like unrolled and went across the room and like tied her up in bondage. The dick tied her up, and then still was enough dick to come around and then go inside her. And then it was so much. It was just like all this cum, just like
I love that.
Out of her. And I was like, why am I watching this? Number one, why am I so entertained? Why?
Honestly, sometimes it be like that.
Why am I also now saving this video?
It's in my little fucking folder.
Click,
That's not hidden. I don't give a
like
shit.
and save. Click like and save.
Exactly. Like and save. Click. Comments. This was amazing.
Like that is weird, but I liked
Bro.
it. But no, I think you can definitely do a breeding kink with women. It is no different. Like it's just like like it's no different than with a man. Like say all the things to me.
Yes, hentai and manga, and hentai manga or dojinshi are that shit. That's for the adults. But
that is another show.
That is another one. But so I want to do one more with you because now I'm inspired.
Okay.
So
we've been on here for so long.
Look, we're at an hour 40. We got time. It's our show.
Okay.
Whenever we want to leave, that's what it is. So anywho, so you insemination, being like from an alien, insemination, alien, something like that. So insemination.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I need the other. Let me get the other two. I had it in here.
That's a wild one.
Oh, I love it. I think like, ma'am. Okay. So insemination, water sport, and oh my gosh, orgasm denial.
Oh my God. Am I getting denied the orgasm or am I telling them not to orgasm?
You're in all these scenarios.
I'm getting denied?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Orgasm denial, the alien situation. What was the other one? The middle one?
Oh fuck, bitch.
Why do we keep forgetting? Like we just said it.
Because we're extra. It was orgasm denial, insemination, and we're just gonna say kill the random one we don't remember. So now you got two to think about. I can't think. Does anybody remember what I said?
Right in the comments. What did Lisa say?
What the hell did I just say? I don't fucking know. Insemination.
What did she say? Okay. So
I write it down.
I think I might. Okay, I'm gonna put the insemination just because I just want to try it. Like I just want to. Let's see. Like what I like.
Check it out.
And then what was the other one? The other one I'm gonna marry. The orgasm denial. Yeah, I think I'm gonna marry that.
Yeah.
And we don't know the other one.
Because it doesn't last forever. It's just like denial at the moment. And I like I said, I get more feisty. So like I said, I love fighting motherfuckers. So it's like, oh no, you gonna do this, John. You're not letting me not do what I gotta do.
Have you ever like been with somebody and like you feel like you can't even fight back? Like you are losing the fight.
Oh man,
they
always
are destroying.
Yeah.
Your life.
I like it. I like it a lot. Like I think it's such a turn on when like it's a little toxic because I like being a little toxic. Healthily toxic, right? Because is always fine. But I love when I can have a partner who plays back and forth with that. But like you gonna do what I want, But then also, like I said, if I'm not doing what they're like, you gonna do it. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I like somebody that's super engaging. Like
yeah, like I said, choke me up in public. I don't give a shit. Squeeze my arm a little bit. I love when they squeeze my thighs. I love that shit. Like we're in a car, we're sitting down next to each other. I'm being sassy with somebody, and they squeeze my thigh. I'm like, all right, I'll chill a little bit.
Well, I mean, we learned a lot of new terms: fisting, sounding, Roman shower, CNC. We talked about edging, breathing, collaring, phrase kink, vanilla. So many things. Like we learned a lot of things in this hour and 45 minutes.
We did fucking great today, though. But here's the thing: before we end it, what would you say is like your favorite term?
Oh, pegging.
Pegging. I love that for you.
It's always going to end with pegging for me, guys. so sorry.
So
That's just
mine's
who
is
I am. I'm always gonna bring it back up, and pegging or strapping because I like both. I like to do both ways. Pegging is just
exactly.
a term for men. I
Yeah.
say strapping when I'm addressing women. But yeah.
I love that.
Okay,
For
but maybe
me,
like is that like
but
my favorite term overall, or just like out of the ones
yeah,
we talked about today?
no, I would say I think just term overall. I think
Okay, yeah.
like it would be pegging. Mine's would be body worship. Body worship. I love, 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 love,
Can we
love,
talk
love.
about this? Just we're getting out of here. We are really getting
We
out
are.
of here. But when
We are. We're gonna talk about some.
the love I have for body worshiping, for somebody who knows how to do it, like I mean, like really locks
Yeah.
in and is like super
Mhm.
intentional with my body.
Yeah.
It's
I've
nothing
been.
like it. It's nothing like it. Like it is like the
Mhm.
ultimate type of foreplay to me.
Bro, I had my favorite session one time where a man told me he compared my body to Eden and it was paradise. And every time he would beg, he would be like, please let me into paradise. And I
He
was
could
just
have it
like,
all. He could
honestly,
have it
everything.
fucking all.
Oh, delicious. And I was just like,
You
you know
just
what?
called me Eden? You
Yep.
just called me the garden of life?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
What?
exactly. Because
Yeah,
I was just like, you know what?
tuck your
Yeah,
fucking hair, bitch,
exactly.
because
I
no,
loved it.
he
He's like,
did
please let me
that.
be an
He
Eden. I was just
called you
like,
Eden?
bro. And then when I would get mad, the way I would punish him was like I would not talk to him. I would ignore him for a little bit. And he's
Yeah.
like, please. He's like, please, Goddess, please let me visit Eden. Please let me worship at your gates. I was like, oh, stop. I was like, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. But
Yeah,
we're
like,
gonna
it's just
end the show
something
now.
about like yes, we
Okay.
need to end it because I
We
will
need to end
go
it.
on
We're
and
gonna
on
definitely
about
talk
body
about this
worship.
next time. We got to open the next show with fucking body
We're
worship and go
opening the next show with body worshiping
body
because
worship. That's it.
that
Everybody
that
keep
is
us accountable. Say, where's body worship at? And then we're going to remember. So,
we're gonna remember
but
it. That's gonna be
so
like the intro, and then we're gonna talk about the other.
exactly. So, of course, you're going to be
Yeah.
connecting with us. We do have, wait a minute, can you explain how St. Andrew's Cross? Oh, actually, if we can actually go into
Oh
that so
yeah.
I can set up everything else. Please continue.
The St.
I got to
Andrew's
set up
cross. So a
everything.
St. Andrew's cross is a cross that looks like an X, like this.
Mm-hmm.
There's usually like a restraint on this side, a restraint on this side, and
Mm-hmm.
here one for both arms and your legs. And it's like a resting place in the middle for your body to like lay on. Some people like to face out and they're like this on St. Andrew's cross.
Mm-hmm.
Some people experience it from the back. My personal experience with St. Andrew's cross, I used to go to a club with my friend,
Mm-hmm.
and she was a dom, and she would love to like put people on a St. Andrew's cross,
Mm-hmm.
and she likes to pull out that flogger and go in and have different devices. We like to do electro play. That was like, one of my favorite things.
I love
And
electro
I'm an
play.
aftercare girly. Like I am very much a lover. So when she would have these people
Mm-hmm.
on the cross, especially like for the first time, like first timers, especially like first timer men, even first timer women, I would be behind the St. Andrew's cross. So usually they're facing me and their ass towards her because they're getting beat. And of course they negotiate safe words, all those things. And my job with the St. Andrew's Cross was to provide aftercare and middle care and during care. So I would just be
Mm-hmm.
like a nice distraction. I'm telling them all sweet, whispering sweet nothings in their ear, caressing their face. After they get spanked, we need to take a break. I'm going to rub them down and where they need to be rubbed down at, where it's a little burn, a little sensation. But at St. Andrew's Cross is so much fun. You can get up there so many different ways. I've seen people hanging upside down from a St. Andrew's Cross, depending on how well they're made. But it is great. It is a great, great fun tool to use. I suggest that if you go to a lifestyle space and there is one there, try it out. It is very fun.
Exactly. No, I think it's an enjoyable thing. I definitely want to try it out one day. Again, like in both things. I don't think I got the full effect. I did just submit all of our links. It's probably a little wonky, so I apologize. I don't know what
She's asking the same Andrew's Cross, the same one that's in Deadpool and Wolverine. I have not seen the movie yet. Don't give me those spoilers.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
Many spoilers, so I don't know. Maybe, but again, if it does look like an X, then it probably isn't St. Andrew's Cross.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they said that because I've seen the movie. I don't recall that part, but maybe I missed it. I don't know. Which I don't see me missing.
Like St. Andrew's, like the name came from like this actual saint, and he was being crucified and he was going to be killed and hung on the cross, but they felt like his sins were so devious that he did not get to be hung the regular way that Christ was hung, like this. Straight out. So they hung him with the cross to the side, like an X. So it's supposed to be like this sinister thing. And that's why we have that in the lifestyle community. So just another definition for you guys there on the end of things. Before we give out all our social medias, I am Miss D. On my Instagram, it is Miss DX. Also on FetLife. I post my munch there, the Cookout Munch. We host every last Wednesday of the month. It is a POC event. It is vanilla friendly. You guys know what that means because we talked about it. It's a great time. The next one will be at the end of August. I can't remember the day at the top of my head, but flyers will be out soon. You can follow me on social media on @Miss DXMZ DEEX. That is my Instagram, my Facebook, my FetLife, all the same. And yeah, I hope you guys connect and see all the things I'm going to post. And I'm going to let Miss J tell you all of her social medias.
So I have so many. So anywho, so anything that's pertaining to this show, kink, fetish, anything that might be considered 18 plus and not family friendly, you're going to go to anything that says Obey Miss J. That's where I'm at. TikTok, Instagram. TikTok's trying to ban me, so just go to Instagram or Twitter. I think I have a different name because that's extra spicy, and I don't give that to everybody, so we're not going to talk about it. But because Miss J she be venting on that because she be liking some stuff. Anyway, of course, we do have our social media accounts for Sexually Speaking. Every account you think about is going to be Sexually Speaking or sexually.speaking. Just look for it in any of the social medias. I posted all the videos. You'll be able to find it. We're on Twitch also. I am trying to kind of segue from using Miss Giselle that I use for my personal stuff, like my gaming and everything. I'm trying to just do Sexually Speaking on our TikTok, Instagram, and Twitch. We have our own Twitch. So just go there. YouTube as well.
Right. And on YouTube and Twitch is just Sexually Speaking. On Instagram, it will have that dot in between sexually and speaking.
Exactly. And we also have our new, what the heck is it called? Our new Twitter. We have a Twitter now. So it's, oh my gosh. What is
and
it?
Spotify. We're on Spotify.
Oh, and Spotify. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I forgot Spotify.
So many things.
I have it here. I love Spotify, actually. Yes. Yeah. So you're going to go on Spotify. You're going to look for us. It's Sexually Speaking. You're going to find us. You're going to hear all these videos. No, go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And I'm hosting a game night August 17th. It's going to be downtown in Philadelphia on Market Street, 21st and Market. It's going to be rooftop vibes, very sexy, very nice.
Man, I'm going to be there then.
Event.
I'm going to be there because I'm at the convention that weekend.
Oh, you're going to be there regardless. You're coming.
Okay.
Miss J's going to be there.
So yeah. I'm sorry. See how she threatens me?
Yeah,
I like it.
It's only $50, and anybody that has ever experienced a Miss D game night, just know you are in for a fantastic time. All my games are custom. We're doing Jeopardy. We're doing Minute to Win.
She puts her whole heart in there.
I literally do. It's such a good time. I love hosting. That's like my passion. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. Look for that on my social media, and look for all Miss J's things also on her social media that she has coming up. She's working on so many podcasts that I'm so excited for.
Thank you. I'm actually about to discuss a few right now. We do have, of course, a few of our friends that we're connected to. I'm actually working on 2 different projects. One of them is a book podcast, a spicy book podcast called Nymphs of Lore. Again, you can just look that up in any of the platforms. We're right now talking about the time I got drunk and saved the demon. That's why I was dressed up because he's actually a dragon. We find out later. That's why I was dressed up as a dragon the other day. Because we had a cosplay. We had a cosplay edition, which was really fun. So definitely look that out. Of course, I also have a new project that you're going to be seeing me tomorrow with my co-host, or excuse me, the main host, Oso. In Spanish, that means bear. So we're going to have a very good time. I had to put a pun in there. So we're going to talk about nerdy, geeky things. We're going to talk about Star Trek, the new thing that just came out for Section 31. Did I just say that wrong? I'm probably going to get killed by all the fucking Trekkies. I'm a Trekkie, I swear. I just have dyslexia and I get things mixed up, okay? So anywho, of course, and then we have my other co-host, Miss Jasmine. She is also part of a podcast called Fabies and Friends. Super awesome. I would definitely do that. You know, she is the queen of all Fade, Black Fade, creator, everything. So support. The best woman. Her co-host is amazing. She's always showing up, and we love that. We have our other homies from HNIC. We have the Tipsy Talk, or Unicorn.
Let me tell you, that
show was so
fucking show good. I have watched in a long time. Bro. That shit was so entertaining. They were so.
You know what? I should have put a clip on it. I should have put a fucking clip. Wait, give me a second.
Y'all should watch their show. Again, we repost their stuff all over our social media.
Yes, so we really do. Oh my gosh, definitely do that. It's called Tipsy Talks. It is a Unicorn Universe Network connection for their own network, also under HNIC. So check them out. We support our people. We love our people. We hang out with these people all the fucking time, digitally and in person. So that means if we like them, they're good people.
And I just want to say across the board regarding like anything me and Miss J is involved in, it's going to be very POC heavy. It's going to be very queer heavy. It's going to be very lifestyle heavy, and it's going to be very nerdy. Like we are nerds. Those girls. Like we all cosplay to see Wakanda
Forever. That's us. We actually also host a social group that is called Mythical and Magical POC Mythical and Magical Creatures in Philadelphia in the tri-state area. So if you ever want to hang out with us, I'm definitely going to post all that information with us later on. Hang out with us. We love
for National Black Day in the park, and we had like over like 50 people show up. It was such a great time in the park. We picnicked out. We all were just like fairies, and we looked amazing.
Yeah, we were like. I was pretty fucking amazing. Anyway, we were also. I always love your outfits because they're so bright and awesome, and I'm just like, this is delicious. I love it. Eat it up. And we took great fucking pictures, and you still have to send them to me. I still don't have them. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't save it. Maybe I eat a lot of edibles, Mama. You know that. Don't listen to me.
Let's wrap it up because I'm trying to.
All right. Lots of love for everybody. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. If you have any questions, concerns, you want to know about more terminologies, hit us up, DM us, let us know. Don't DM us personally. Somewhere. Don't DM us personally. Never do that. You can go to Sexually Speaking, any of our social medias, and DM us there. We don't do that. So you guys have a great one, and thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you not this week. We're going to replay this week, this following Sunday. After that, we're going to be live again. So if you have any topics or anything you want to discuss, let us know.
We are live every 2 weeks, but we still play an episode, a repeating episode in between those. So we'll still be here. It'll just be the same episode next Sunday, but the following Sunday after that, you'll get us new, live, fresh, new outfits. I don't know what we'll be wearing. We don't know what the backdrops will be. It will be something entertaining for the people. Like I'm wrestling. It'll be entertaining.
Because Miss D said so.
Because I said so.
You're not ready. No, joking. But we're all set. We love you guys. You have a good one. Blessed one. Stay safe and stay kinky. Have a good one. Okay. Bye.
Feel like don't give me this. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. Just give me the word, you know I don't play right. Don't give me this, I'm gonna get back when I